And now for the wraps section. We have a couple different ways. We're going to show you the normal way, exchange of sides to the regular wrap. Let's do it with music. We're now going to go through this with just the timing, nice and slowly. Here we go. We're going to start this from an open position. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3. Again, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Let's now break down the wrap for you. Now the wrap is a very important step. We use this quite often in the hustle, and there's many versions of the wrap, and we're going to try and show you at least 4 ways here on this particular syllabus. So we're going to start in our open facing position. We're going to dance our break step for the counts of and 1, and 1. Notice Billy did his back cross to set up a nice alignment for me to come straight through. We're going to do now a switch of sides, or a change of sides. A change of sides, by the way, is an element, and it's also used quite often. So what we're doing is we're going to be switching sides. He's going to come from the top of his side, and I'm going to switch here. He's going to offer his right arm to me for 2. He's going to cross in front in 3. And then, of course, we're now going to dance our break step. And 1. What happens here now is our wrap section. So this is what sets this up, the fact that we are now a right to left hand hold. From this position on the count of and 1, I'm going to start to do my pivot action at the end of my first beat, my 1, which is my left foot. So I'm going to be pivoting here, and he's going to be leading this with his right hand as to make me turn. So this is going to happen. I'm going to come in on the count of 2. I'm going to continue to pivot on 3. He's going to allow his right arm, which is trailed around, it has stayed up. It's now going to come around to catch my back and my waist. Here we go, like so. And we finish this with our and 1. Let's just do this one more time slowly. So we dance our break step for and 1, and 1. He's going to switch sides with me for 2, offering his right 3, and then from here we're going to dance our break step, and 1. From here I'm going to allow myself to be rotated to the left for 2. Notice how Billy is coming in to come back onto my track here for 3, so that we finish in this nice right angled position.
If you notice, when I do the exchange of sides, I do my back break here, my back cross break here. When I step to the side, I want to make sure I go directly to my side here. When I offer the hand, I want to make sure the hand stays in front of your center, Jami, here. So when I do lead this, I still create the J, except I add this hand to a double hand hold. As I place my foot in front of my left, my right one here, I land here. Now the key thing here is that now we're using a progressive side break. Okay, which allows me to get to the other side slightly quicker. So what happens, I go, 1, allowing her to extend. Now I'm already placing my weight on my right, and then I go forward and cross. Now I'm right where I need to be, so she creates a rotation, and I land in right angle position.
Just a note in the arm position for the followers, as I mentioned earlier, for the arm styling in the bronze level, this is one place where we would end our arms in what I call an L position, and then of course it would come back to a regular dance position at the end. So it's a nice way to make sure, ladies, by extending this arm up, it gets it out of the way of the leader's frame so that you don't get stuck in here. Let's demonstrate what I mean by that. So here we are in our exchange of sides already. We hit our and 1. I'm coming around for my pivot. I'm going to allow my arms to come in this nice ballet position of first. I then come out, and I'm going to allow my left arm to extend up so that I have this nice pretty line. And then, of course, I will then place it back to normal. Last but not least,
what I like to say is that we speak about how the dance progressively gets harder as we go along, and it's because of all the additional breaks that we do. like the side break, the back cross breaks, and everything like that. And the reason for it is because the male has to start circling. So if you notice, in real time, this will look like this. It goes here, I progress, and I'm there. So I actually did from here, went out, and came back. So it was more like a rounded effect, not straight across.
Right, like
if
a
I can show it
semicircle.
sideways.
Yes, let's do it this way.
Right here. This will be good. Here. Watch my body, guys. It goes 1, 2, 3, progress, 2, 3, 1.
So Billy went from one rail and now back to the other rail.
Yes, and I rounded it off because when I get to the other side and I start to round that off, then it becomes circular. Then the male starts to really work that track from both sides.
I do also want to mention before we finish this is that a common mistake that happens in the exchange of sides opening out to a wrap. A lot of times you'll see the follower will do this. And 1, 2, 3, side rock. This is not a side basic, and we do see this quite often. Do note that this is not a sideward action here. This is a true back rock basic. I am allowing my hips to be turned out a little bit by his extension of his arm, but I do not want to turn my hips away, because if you turn your center away, when he goes to rotate you, it's going to throw you off your balance. So be careful, followers, that you do not make this a side action. This is not a very pretty line for us, so be careful. All right, let's demonstrate it 2 more times without stopping so that you can see this again. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. And that concludes our regular wrap.